You
The
have
house that I
to.
don't have. I don't have a pueblo. I don't have a pueblo. I don't have a box of jamon. I don't get no jamon,
No
no
cesta de
vino, no
Navidad,
nada.
no
I
bajas.
don't get no bajas. I don't get a coffee machine. But go ahead. Let's say I have a house. Let's say that.
Let's say,
And expect to get paid?
well, they don't expect to get paid, but they expect to be thanked in a
Yeah, a
speeches.
round of applause. Great job. Fine. I concede. La Navidad es mucho mejor en España que Estados Unidos.
Muy bien, cariño.
Pero por dos y tres cosas y ya está.
No, por muchas cosas. Muy bien, te has aprendido la frase muy bien. There's a lot of things in Christmas that make Spanish Christmas absolutely amazing. And a lot of these things might look like we're making things up to you guys.
It at first it did. And I'm sorry, Americans, listen, I've put in the fight. I've been there fighting a good fight in war, trying to win, talk about our Christmas as if it's the best, as this is the only way, but
Let's start by just counting.
listen, y'all guys even start earlier than us.
That's what I was going to say. So how many days do you have for Christmas in the U.S.?
I'll be honest. We normally get Christmas ready around as soon as November hits. And I'm noticing that people put their lights out here after Halloween.
Okay, but the city lights, like this year, I believe Vigo, that had like a huge thing for the Christmas light that was competing against New York, by the way.
Christmas lights I'm not giving y'all. I'll give you the overall win, but Christmas lights you're not
We
winning.
didn't go to Vigo, and we'll have to go someday during Christmas time so we can actually see it. But anyway, they put them up the last week of November. However,
The last week of November?
yes,
She lying. I'm sure they did it earlier.
most cities put the Christmas light between the last week of November and the first week of December, right before El Puente. Because every December, the first week we have a puente. We celebrate the day of the Constitution and then the day of the Virgin Concepcion.
Okay.
So everybody take advantage of those 3-4 days that they're going to have off, and they either decorate their houses or they go on a quick mini trip before the holiday starts.
This is a puente, not puenting. No. Just for those
that watched the previous video.
Yeah, worried about that. So this is when you officially started, or is this like hey, you know what? We might as well start. We just had our vacation, so we might as well get into the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I think that there's not like official day, but I will say that that's where the spirit starts invading all our cities and everything. However, the lottery, by the way, buena suerte a todos los que habéis comprado décimos. Nosotros hemos comprado nuestros décimos también. The lottery is December 22nd. It doesn't matter what day of the week falls. It's always December 22nd. And it's always broadcast on TV. People stop working just to watch
if it falls on a Sunday, y'all still doing it on a Sunday?
Sí.
Get that money.
And we watch it. Now, this is shocking for Americans because for you guys, it's everything the bigger the better, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, La Lotería de Navidad is not that they are giving away one prize of 30,000 million euros, okay? The biggest prize is actually only 400,000 euros.
That's still big.
However, it is. It is so famous because the prize is like throughout the entire country. Like there are tons of prizes. Like many numbers can win.
Okay.
There is not only one winner. There is many winners. The kids that cantan that sing the prizes of the lottery, they're all coming from this school, San Ildefonso, here in Madrid. So these kids practice how to sing the winning numbers throughout the entire year.
So they have to sing these winning.
Yeah.
I've watched it and I've seen the singing, but I just thought it's like, they give the kids something to do.
No, it's not something to do. It's like a big responsibility. Only like top students can actually participate on this.
So how long do they practice for?
For a whole year.
A whole year to sing?
And there is like a selection process and everything. This is a big deal. La Lotería Nacional de Navidad is the top of the top for us. It's huge. So that's when officially I will say, that and if it is a weekday, that's the last day that kids have gone to school or the first day of their vacation.
That's the first day of their vacation?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me I have to go to school and then the day that I finally get off, I still got to go somewhere and sing for like an hour or so everyone can know what they won?
It's an honor for them.
Yeah, could have
Believe me, these kids like cry and everything. Like it's and when they sing the like biggest prizes, listen, así, los pelos así. De gallina. La piel de gallina.
We don't have anything like that in the U.S.
No,
so
this is
I'll give you
amazing.
that. And
Yeah.
for me, when I found out about the lottery, I didn't look at it the way that you look at it, like how, in a sense, everyone's connected to it. The kids get a whole year. That's big.
Yeah, and
But-
you know that we start selling lottery in, I'm sorry to cut you off, in summertime.
Right.
And so there was a tradition of every time that you go somewhere, you buy a ticket for the lottery.
That's the part that I got. See, I thought it was like, I looked at it as like, not necessarily a scavenger hunt, but like the coolest thing to do. Like, okay, we got a ticket now. We got to go to the next place to get another ticket. So it was like we have the thing in the U.S. like you send somebody home a postcard. So like when you travel to some place, you get
like
a postcard
a magnet from
right. So that's how I looked at the lottery ticket. Like, oh, we got one from Vigo. Now we got to go to Sevilla or something and get a ticket from down there.
Well, there are administraciones, is the name that we have for the places where we sell the lottery, administraciones. There are administraciones that historically they have given the most amount of prizes. And so people travel directly to these places just to get higher chances of winning something.
Are there a lot of like superstitions in this thing, like with the
Oh
lottery?
yes, there's a lot of
Do
superstitions.
people because in the U.S. we have some superstitions. Like I know I found out about the one in Murcia where you play the lotto and you rub the lotto ticket on the black cat.
So la administración más famosa de Murcia, que es la administración del gato negro, is in the center of Murcia. And so what you do when you buy a ticket there is that they have a figure of a black cat in their front door. So you buy it and then you pass it through the cat, and the black cat is supposed to bring you good luck.
I'm about to rub the crap out of Lucy lottery ticket.
But now the sad part is that you can buy tickets from anywhere in Spain directly from your computer because their website got like really good.
so you don't even have to go to a place. You can
No. But I feel like it's missing that.
Yeah, I like I'll be honest, for me personally, when I bought the ticket, I was kind of hyped. I'm like, oh, we got a Christmas ticket. This is special. Like I'm looking forward to the day.
Yeah.
So I think having the ticket has its own like sensation. So I was like, oh, we got to get the next one. So I think you lose that.
Yeah.
You don't?
Yeah, completely. Like, anywho, the other thing about the lottery is that a lot of people buy it in groups of people. So, like with my friends, I have buy them for like, since you know me, I have always bought lottery, Christmas lottery.
Yeah.
And 2 years ago,
Yeah.
we always buy the number 8 because it's my favorite and because it's another friend favorite.
Is it? Is it your favorite? I didn't know. Is it your favorite?
And we always buy it in Parla. So 2 years ago, 2023, that we were coming into 2024, we hadn't buy anything. So we were at last minute. And my best friend was like, so am I going to go buy it? I'm like, yeah, go buy it. And she's like, what number do you want? And I'm like, I'm always asking for the 8 and we never get anything. I'm like, just do whatever you want.
Oh, that's what you tell her.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm blaming you and I'm blaming Alethea because she's your best friend.
Yeah, she should know.
She should know. She should get you
And
that.
Mario's favorite number is 8 too.
I'm blaming everybody right
So
now.
anyway, that year, the Gordo fell into that administración with the number 8. And it was the only 8 that they had. Anywho, we're not rich because we're not meant to be rich.
No, we're not rich because you decided like, nah, I don't want to do it. You like that commercial that you showed me where the guy said, I'm not going to play this year. And then all his buddies in the bar hit it.
Yeah, but the bar guy saved him.
But you don't have a bar guy.
I don't.
No, you have a friend that doesn't know what your favorite number is and know that she should have bought the 8. But anywho.
Te queremos, Alicia.
Man. And the other thing too, I see the lottery thing, that I didn't know all that was taking place with the kids. But then your Christmas like things from work, like even work wise, we don't have
Yeah, Christmas is not just for kids. Christmas is a celebration for adults as well. One of the things that shock you a lot is when I first told you about the Festas de Navidad.
Yes.
How when your job gives you, and this is not like 100% every single company in Spain,
doesn't matter.
but
It exists.
It exists and it's very big.
They get so much stuff. So much stuff. We get nothing.
Depends on the job position that you have and the company that you work on. You can even get a whole like good pata de jamón. And then great olive oil, wines, cava, like all national products. And, it's like
Do you also get a Christmas party on top of that or no?
We do get a Christmas party. We call it Christmas dinner/lunch. Some people do lunch. And the company takes you out. And again, this is not 100% in every single company, but it is very common that your company, your boss, take the staff
When depending on the company, you can have a really good Christmas party or you can have a crappy Christmas party. and sometimes you might not have one at all. But usually the most you might get is like, hey, we'll take you out to a restaurant and, free drinks or whatever, or like a 2-drink minimum for you, for everybody. That's it. Or you just stay in the office. They put some cheap ass
Stay in the
ornaments.
office.
Yeah, you have it.
What kind of celebration is
You
that?
have it in the office, so everyone's
No, we
together.
actually go to a restaurant. This is a great time for restaurants because they are all booked with
No,
cenas de empresa.
if it's that bad, we do it in the office. They might order some pizza and some soda, and that's it.
I saw downstairs in Mica the other day, a guy was doing the cena de Navidad or the comida de Navidad with the employees, and they had even like shrimps, like the jumbo shrimps, and like a great wine and everything.
That's where we take a loss at. We don't get the gifts. And even then, the Christmas tips that you might get from a business.
So
They rob us royally in that one. Like, because you get like, let's say, because the company I work for, people knew you specifically, so they'll come give a tip directly to you,
and then the company will take it.
And the company will take it and say, "Oh, we're going to divide it amongst everybody."
So we don't.
Meanwhile, in this company, I got to complain. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
In this company, they give the biggest tip bonus to the managers and the higher ups. They give the staff a less.
I have a controversial point of view about that. I don't think that we have to cover that, but I think the ones that are holding the empire is the people down, the people that is one-on-one, like managing and bringing the money in. So I think that they're, anywho, another conversation.
Topic. Sorry.
So, however, because we're autonomous, we don't get Festa de Navidad and you don't get extra pay.
And I don't get nothing. We didn't get nothing. I didn't get a box. I don't have nothing.
You also don't get a baja and
I don't get la baja. I don't get a baja, okay, what, medico or something like that? I don't get a baja or what, la alta or something like that?
See, none of that.
None of that. But you, speaking of gifts, you got a good gift, didn't you?
I got a wonderful gift. I'm going to take this as my Festa de Navidad because Incapto just gifted to me. And I'm saying to me because I'll share how he drinks coffee one of these days. So I got gifted by Incapto this wonderful coffee machine that I can make at home. It's a specialty coffee. So, I mean, we have not gone to Starbucks in a long time and I don't foresee that ever happening again. But I don't need any coffee special from any place when I have this specialty coffee. Different flavors, different intensities. It is delicious. You can make it at home and you say bye to the capsules.
Yes.
Perfect gift if you have a commitment or a self-gift.
A self-gift?
Because I would have bought myself this happily ever after.
Yeah,
we have a wonderful discount. It will be in the description down below.
This coffee smells good. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I really enjoy the smell of coffee. And the way I drink coffee, usually I just have my coffee and I put like, some milk and
it's a crime.
You want to tell them anything else?
I'll show them. One day I'm going to make coffee and I'm going to record it for you.
I just put milk and sugar in my coffee. That's it.
And no coffee.
It is coffee.
It's going to change with Incapto now that we have it. Anyway, you have a discount if you want to buy yourself one or buy it for somebody. Perfect Christmas gift.
So what do you do like Christmas? Isn't like Christmas Day like a thing for you guys?
So Christmas Eve is like the biggest day for us. Christmas Day, not so much. Christmas Eve is when we... So for example, and this was typical in Murcia, I don't know if in other regions it's like that, but like around 1:30, something like that, you meet up with friends in a bar. And then you go bar hopping, jumping.
Because the way you be saying words, you make me mess up my own English.
Welcome.
And so let me get this straight. So you can start like 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
You're with your friends, eating, blah, blah, blah. Then you get a couple of drinks.
But your friends don't have to go doing, you don't do anything with family until dinner?
I mean, everybody is different, but this is like one of the customs that you do.
I think we're winning in this one.
No. Because then you go home to your family, or maybe you just cut it short, and then at 5 o'clock, after a little bit of sobremesa, you're like, bye-bye. And then you go have coffee with somebody, and then you go home. And then you stay with your family. And if you're a married couple, if you're in a partnership, in a relationship. It is customary that you go on Christmas Eve to the in-laws or your family, and then you switch for New Year's Eve.
See, for us, we don't. For Christmas Eve, like it depends on the family. Obviously, everyone's different. Normally, the thing is that family come over to one house. Whoever had the biggest house, all the family go over there. What do you mean everybody?
So, like, for example, let's say that we go to your house, right? Let's say for a moment that we go to your house. You
The
have
house that I don't have. I don't have a pueblo. I don't have a pueblo. I don't have a box of jamon. I don't get no jamon, no
Fiesta de
vino, no
Navidad,
nada.
no
I
bajas.
don't get no bajas. I don't get a coffee machine. But go ahead. Let's say I have a house. Let's say that.
Let's say that we go to your mom's house for
Right.
Christmas Eve, okay? And you said that everybody in the family goes. So your two sisters, their partners, their kids, me, we don't have kids. Well, we'll take our dogs and cats. We all go to your mom's?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. So whoever has the biggest house,
And then what about my parents?
your parents come to that house too.
And the parents of the couples of your sisters?
If they want to.
That's a lot of people.
We do immediate.
No.
We do immediate.
You separate here.
Listen, don't you talk about a lot of people. You had your friends call us on Christmas and New Year's, and I see the amount of people they have in their house when they do video calls. Don't give me that's a lot of people. I see 30 people in a tiny house. Talk about
But it's just
Feliz
one,
años.
it's
So don't
just
even do
one
that.
part of the family. It's not the two
I don't
parts
want
of
to hear
the
that.
family.
So what happens is usually it's the immediate family. So it'll be like if it's our side, let's say if it's my family, it'll be my mom, my sisters, me, their partners or whatever, my partner, my grandmother, and so on. And if any one of their other families want to join, they can. They're not obligated to, but we'll spend that Christmas Eve. And like I said, it depends on the family where some might get together, for Christmas Eve and stay overnight. Or some might actually stay like families.
But you have air mattresses or something?
Yeah. Air mattress or extra rooms or whatever, that's how it goes. Or if they want to, if it's different, depending on the family, you might start on Christmas Eve and they stay all the way to New Year's and they go back.
If they have a pueblo. Because where did you do that? I can't foresee that happening in New York.
Well, not necessarily New York City, but I mean, we're, different places throughout the U.S. I'm not just categorizing New York City. Because, we do Christmas differently everywhere. Now, that's what I'm saying. We might win this one. I'm trying to fight, guys. Okay, I'm trying to fight. So that's how it is. They'll get together. We do Christmas Eve with the main family. And then sometimes Christmas Day, we'll stay the night. Christmas Day, we open up all the gifts. So everyone brings their gifts. We all open it up. And what might happen then, depending on if that's when the family split or if the family's staying a week, they'll probably leave Christmas Day to go to the other relatives and visit them and just spend that Christmas Day with them after Christmas breakfast with the family and then come back later.
Christmas Day for us, some families get together and they have like a family lunch. But Christmas Day and just like New Year's Day is a day to rest. It's a day to go get churros con chocolate after the party.
Opening gifts. Do you open gifts on Christmas Day?
I'm going to get to that. And then you just rest. So Christmas Eve, now we celebrate Santa Claus. But when I was a younger kid, Santa Claus wasn't that important. We celebrate the Three Kings, which happened January 5th night over to January 6th.
Okay.
But, we started celebrating Papa Noel, and I would get like a couple of things in Papa Noel, but then my big gifts was for Reyes. There's families that still just celebrate Reyes.
So kids have to wait till January 6th to open up their gifts?
Yeah, that's why we have like such a long vacation.
I was begging my mom to open up the gifts on like Christmas Eve at 11:59. My dad would be like, okay, sometimes you can open up a small one, then you open up everything else on Christmas Day. But I'd be begging.
Yeah, but you knew that your parents bought your things. You didn't believe in Santa Claus. So you didn't have to wait for anybody to come bring it home.
No, the job is done. The gifts are under the tree. What do I need to wait for? The gifts is there. Santa ate my cookies and drunk my milk.
The gifts are not supposed to be there. They appear after you leave some wine, some milk, and some cookies.
Well, I don't know what kind of
Santa Claus.
I don't know what kind of Santa Claus y'all got. But when Santa delivers the gifts go under the tree. That's how it is.
Yeah, but he has to come, so you have to leave them something to like recoup.
Well, what we tell kids sometimes that if the tree is there, like let's say on the 16th, and you see gifts under it already. Some parents put like fake boxes with gifts just to do for decorations. But if the gift is there, they're like, oh, Santa had to start early because they have to
wait looking at it.
Yes,
that is bad. Now there's another celebration that is new, a new tradition. That is the elves. I see all my friends like from December 1st. I want to say that it's like an Advent calendar or something like that, because every single day they put the elves in like different formats and then they take a photo and you're not supposed to touch them because if you touch them then they don't bring the gifts. Something like that. Whoever has kids and do the elves, please explain down below.
These elves sound very high maintenance.
Yes.
Don't touch me. I need my space. But I'm going to be all over your house, rolling around in different positions.
Yes.
But don't touch me.
But we didn't have that when I was growing up. I was born in 82, so up until like mid-90s, I'd never seen that.
We don't have anything like, I can't think of anything like that. All I know is that we put up Christmas socks. That's about it. The stockings and stuff.
And you will think that this elf thing comes from the US or like something like that, because that's,
I don't know.
Especially because, again, for us, our big celebration is all about the three kings.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, we tend more to put the Belén,
Mm-hmm.
the Nacimiento, versus having a Christmas tree. The Christmas tree, yes, we have it and everything, but if there is a house that they only put one thing, they're gonna choose the Belén over the tree. Overall,
We do
I'm
both.
sure there is somebody that says no. Yeah, we tend to do both as well. But if you are going to put just one, and just like if you go to the city center
Mm-hmm.
and you see the decorations, there is a lot of cities.
That
I
have
want to
the
say
big- yeah, I've
all
seen it in
that
video.
they have the Belén in the middle of the city.
We do a whole production for it. So I think we win this one. We have we do the Belén and outside of the house.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the entire front yard for people that do it, and the Christmas tree inside. So
Yeah.
we do both, and you'll see that they'll do reenactments of the story or whatnot. People
Mm-hmm.
have whole shows of it. So
So we don't have shows, but something that we have is the Aguinaldo.
what's that?
And this is very typical amongst kids in smaller towns, that they go sing villancicos.
Excuse me.
He came to give us a good
Okay.
luck of the lottery.
Where's the lottery? So I can rub you with it.
So carols, Christmas
Carols, yeah.
So they go house to house doing Christmas carols, and they get either chuches or money as a payment. So that's the
Chuches?
Aguinaldo.
Chuches or money?
Yeah, for singing the carols from home to home.
Is it only kids that go and do this?
Yeah, for the most part.
So in the U.S. we have both. We have kids and we have adults that go and do it. And usually it'd be like a whole neighborhood thing. So there's two ways it goes about it. So either it might be your neighbors or whatever get together and they go around to every house singing Christmas carols, or it'd be
I've seen there's big fights about it too.
There are. Then there's also the churches that's in your neighborhood.
But do they get money?
They don't get money per se. People might donate to them. Like if it's the church, people might donate money to the church. But if it's like your neighbors, no, they don't get money. They just go to every house and do it just to sing, and then they get a clap. Or sometimes people will donate something to them, like if they have a cause that they're doing something. But just to get paid, no.
No, this is the Aguinaldo. That's what it is. That's what it's called. Aguinaldo.
And what do they get paid?
Yeah, they get some money, or they get chuches or candies or whatever.
Is there a requirement to pay them?
Kind of, sort of. It's like the Halloween, but in Christmas.
Wait a minute. And you telling me people go around to sing? They better be damn good singers at that. And they expect to get paid?
Well, they don't expect to get paid, but they expect to be thanked in a speeches.
A round of applause. Great job. You sound fantastic.
Now, talking about giving chuches and things like that, the Cabalgata de Reyes on January 5th happens in every single city in Spain in the afternoon, 6, 7, 8 p.m., depending on where you are. And you see a parade of a lot of things, but the three kings are there. And the three kings are throwing things to the kids. And I know that you put a face of why are they throwing those huge things at kids?
It's like rocking kids in the face with them. Okay.
So they throw chuches. They throw little bags of silly things, like little toys. And in some places in Andalusia, I haven't seen it, I read it, that they even throw embutido.
¿Qué es embutido?
Like chorizo, jamón, not a big leg or anything.
Where at again?
In Andalusia.
Okay. You know where we're spending Christmas from now on.
So yeah, and that's what concludes our Christmas celebration.
See?
Oh, and so sorry. I forgot. New Year's Eve with the 12 grapes. It seems like a topic or like a typical thing, but we do that. That's very important for us as Spaniards.
Yeah, and you got to eat it really quickly.
12 seconds, right before midnight. It's on TV. Everybody's glued to the TV watching it, or in the city center of your town or whatever. And 12 grapes. Each grape represents 1 month, and that's the good luck.
Whenever I buy the grapes, I try to buy the most Arnold Schwarzenegger looking huge ass grapes just to watch her try to eat those big grapes. in the 12 seconds. That's
And
my
then he's laughing at me, and I'm like,
that's my enjoyment.
this is what we did with the lottery the other year.
No, that's not why we didn't win the lottery the other year.
And
Oh, there's another thing.
yes, we have.
First, there's
I'm
another
telling
thing.
you, we need a lot of coffee to maintain during these holidays. Santos Inocentes,
Santos.
your
Inocentes.
April's Fools.
How's
So this is on, I was going to say November. This is December 28th. And the thing is that you have to be very early to like call somebody or like go to somebody's places and
Play a prank?
yeah, because since it's already like a day that everybody knows, whatever you tell me, like if you come and you tell me I'm pregnant, well, you're not going to say that, but you know, I wouldn't believe you because it's Santos Inocentes. That's the day that you play pranks on people.
Then y'all suck at your pranks because on April Fools, we still prank the hell out of people. We get more elaborate. We're more cynical, I think, than you guys in this realm.
What we do get is like fake news, which sometimes you don't have to wait for Santos Inocentes to hear some fake news. But anyway.
Wait, one last question.
Yes.
Do y'all guys have Christmas movies? Because I can't seem to find
Like the Hallmark?
Yeah.
No, we
y'all don't do that, right?
No, that's too cheesy.
We win. We win that. At least we got that department. See, there's not all. I'm still fighting a good fight.
No, Christmas movies are cheesy and no.
But you watch them.
I don't. The Hallmark movies, no.
You don't watch The Grinch?
Sí, pero
Okay,
es diferente.
okay. It's a Christmas movie.
Es diferente.
It's a Christmas movie.
Pero es diferente.
No es diferente. Es la Navidad.
Sí, pero no son Hallmark movies, de esas que te pones ahí a llorar, un poco tendido.
Hallmark es muy mal, vale. Pero Grinch, Jingle All the Way, what's another one? We have tons of Christmas movies. You know you watch them. We stay watching Christmas movies.
Anywho, looking forward to Three Kings. Because if I got pre-gift of Incapto this year, let's see what happens in the Three Kings.
Let's see what else I don't get.